Hello and welcome. Let me just call this, what should I? Should I call it episode 16 of Adventures in Happiness? I think that's what it is. But I'm really not prepared to do episode 16 right now. But I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys a little bit about, where I've been, what I've been doing, what I've been up to, because what I figured out is that I am, first of all, my name is Vanessa Kinsey. I'm a business and life management coach, passionate about authenticity, simplicity, and connection. I'm also a recovering type A personality. And what that means is I'm a perfectionist and I tend to hold myself back and not take action until I have everything figured out. And that last year, that was a big part of my getting on here and starting to do these videos was just doing it, just jumping, just basically jumping out of the plane. I've talked about that a lot, that so often when I do these videos, that's exactly what it feels like, that I'm jumping out of a plane. In the beginning, it was very, very scary to start doing these. And then it became a point, just like anything, the more that you do it, you become more comfortable. But the funny thing is, if you don't do it for a while, it's kind of the same feeling where you have to push yourself out of the plane. And that's really what I'm totally making myself do here today, because I've realized that, over the holidays, I'd taken some time, the boys were off school, and I really got in this a really great place, a place that I had actually not even ever really been in. And it was a term, I have a new coach, and she at one point was talking about using this term, and the term is neutral. She was, talking in one of her live videos about this term neutral. And when I heard her say it, it was like, whoa, I've never thought of it that way, to be in a position from an energetic perspective of being neutral, of not being for me, I have a tendency to be either I'm on. Actually, that's a great analogy. It's like a car with a neutral gear shift, because I'm either on or I'm off. So very rarely do I find myself just hovering in neutral, but I found myself doing that over the holidays. And I recognized that one night, just laying in bed, going to sleep, that I had this really amazing, peaceful feeling within myself. And I stopped and I questioned, and I'm like, I don't know, I have this fuzz from something, fuzz in my mouth. I have this really peaceful feeling. What is that? I've never had this. Typically, I'm such a thinker. Typically, it's like I'm trying to figure something out, pretty much always in my brain, or I'm just like face plant, like nothing. Those are the two places that I am. And to experience this place of just neutrality, I mean, think about that. Have you ever had that feeling where you're just, everything's okay? I mean, I really recognized, I kind of took a step back and realized, like, all the things that I think that I want in my life, or that I want in my life, and that I'm trying to achieve in my life. Anything that we do in our life is always because we think it's going to make us feel better in the having it. And I realized that I felt really good. And that's something that I just was really wanting to, I just really wanted to capture that feeling of just having peace within myself, of not having this anxiety that my anxiety's gotten a lot better. Not recently, though. And my God, I'm going to talk about this. I don't know if I have time to talk about this today. I probably don't. I probably don't. But ladies, I'm doing a ladies only video for some of the things that I've learned in the last couple weeks. And it's been really trippy to learn that about myself, about aging and things like that. But, the bottom line is that I found myself, so much like everything I do in my life, I swing from one end, just like the car being go or stop. I swing from one end of the pendulum to the other, and I'm really trying to find a middle ground in midlife. I'm trying to find a middle ground on having to just, juggle. I don't know about balance. I don't know that I'm not a real big believer in that, because, sometimes I'm going to be here and sometimes I'm going to be there and sometimes I'm going to be doing this. And I don't believe I can balance things. But I do know that my core feeling that I'm going after is that I want to feel peaceful and happy. And I've been feeling like that, but I recognized that I'm also kind of getting in a little bit of a comfort zone as far as that goes. And that's one of the reasons why I made myself get on here without really having an agenda, because that's my therapy. This is my therapy. This is my prescription to being able to overcome perfectionism, and wanting to really change that about myself is taking action. So just much like last year, when I started doing these videos, everything that I have done and continue to do and will continue to do is always like taking action to gain clarity about where I'm going and what I want to do. And much like you can't think your way out of a paper bag, you have to act your way out of a situation. That's exactly what I'm doing here. And so I wanted to just jump on and say hello. I've really missed you guys. I absolutely love doing live video. It's honestly my favorite thing. And so I got to get back into doing this. I really need to get back into doing this. And I see somebody's popped on. If there's people here watching with me live, I don't know who you are unless you say hello to me, and I will say hello to you back to you. This is just a really quick video that I was doing this morning just to kind of push myself again, yet one more time, out of the airplane for the new year. This is the first video that I've done in, actually, is it? Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the first video that I've done in 2019. And so I got to get back up on the horse and start, just like with anything in life, and anything that you do, whether it be eating or success in anything, is consistency. So I just need to get back and get a schedule. And that's, another one of these things. It's like, I've been sitting around and, tell me if you guys are like this too. I've just been sitting around and I've been trying to figure out, there's a lot of moving parts that are different for me right now as far as my schedule goes. And so Corinne now has starting soccer on Saturday, and so I can't, like, the interviews that I was doing, I've got to move all that around. I've just been doing a lot of internal thinking about trying to figure things out. And I just realized this morning, after I was listening to Marie Forleo podcast with Seth Godin, just kind of, and that's another thing, like, I have to be like, I can't just be within my own head trying to figure things out, or trying to be inspired, or trying to get myself to take action. It really does take, and I argue with myself, like, it shouldn't take something outside of myself to do that. Like, I should be able to talk myself into it, but it doesn't. I have to, for whatever reason, I was given some sort of inspiration that the answer to all of the things that I've been mulling around about for the last, I don't know, 2 weeks, are going to come from me just getting back up on the horse and starting to put one foot in front of the other and starting to take action with changing things, or, moving forward. I mean, that's where the expansion comes from. That's where the expansion in life comes from. And, one of my biggest fears is just living a mediocre life. That just, to me, is like, I just don't want to get to the end of my life and be like, have regrets about the things that I didn't do. And so that's why I'm here, just taking action. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, is there something that you can do in your life? Is there an action that you can take to gain clarity on something that an issue, to find a solution? Is there something that you can do in your life to take action, maybe just a little baby step towards moving towards finding the solution? I want to hear in the comments if there's something, and if you need my help, reach out to me. I'd love going over this kind of stuff with people. If there's something that you can do to just start taking a little step towards getting that thing, whatever it is, crossed off your list. So thank you so much for being here with me live today. If you watch on the replay, please hit hashtag replay. I do have a YouTube channel now. This is really fun. So I have this program. Thank you, Young. I have this program that any of my videos that I do on here, they get transferred to an audio file. I haven't set that up yet. Purposely, I haven't done that, which would then transfer it to a podcast. And then I also have these that are automatically uploaded to my YouTube channel, which is really cool because that's just another time-saving step that I don't have to do. So I would love it if you guys came over to YouTube and followed me and said hello to me over there too. Anyway, with that, I hope you guys are having a great January, off to a good start. We've had a little bit of a bumpy road over here. I'll talk about that later. But anyway, I did it. See, I did it. I faced my fear and I didn't die. I want to challenge you to face your fear of something, take action on something, and tell me how you didn't die doing it. Have a great Friday, guys. Bye.